Okay, so I wasn't able to film us pulling it out yesterday, but we did pull it out, and it's all PVC pipe, and it actually broke, and it was full of water. So you can see right here where it broke. And so we went and bought this flexible pipe, which isn't what you're supposed to use, but it's what we're going to use because it'll be easier to work with. So we'll try to get this measured out and the right length, and then get the pump put on it, and then we're going to lower it back down in the well. So, but this will be a lot easier to use since it's flexible. I can actually get it down in there pretty easily. That's the plan. So here we go. So the things that we have is pump. We got pipe dope. This piece here is going to thread into here, and then this piece is going to thread into that, and then this will go into the pipe with metal clamps. This goes on the pipe to actually hold the electrical so that it doesn't bang against the pipe inside the well. Then on the other end of the pipe, this is what connects to the house, and then there will be another one of these here to connect to the other end of the pipe with pipe dope, C-clamps, not C-clamps, but band clamps, and then that'll lower back down into the thing. So, pretty simple. And then we're going to tape the wire to the pipe. And then we have new rope that ties to the well pump somewhere. I guess it just goes through this little hole here. So these guys. All right, honey bun, you want to slide these onto the pipe? So start at the bottom. He said to have like one at 3 feet and one at about 4 feet, and then every 10 feet after that. So basically, probably should start at that end. So we have 100 feet of pipe. Let me turn our camera. I want you to hold this down here, and let's measure it out and cut it. So that's the right length. Just hold this. Whoa. Hold that there. And then I'm gonna have to like flip this and turn it. So let me grab my knife that I'm gonna cut it with. All right. He likes the pipe.
What you doing? Try to help me. You should be good helper.
You good? It's on the end?
Yeah.
I'm going to double check it because I can only cut it once. I don't want it to be too long.
Well, by the way, buddy, I know you think you're helping, but Dad is coming. that part going to be for anything?
Uh-huh.
That other part, are we going to use it for anything?
Not right now. I wanted to have more than I needed
Yeah.
just to be happy. Alright.
So first off, get the price tag off of here. So I'm gonna stir this up inside because it's kind of separated. Okay. Okay, should be good. And this is gonna screw right into here. I should have brought baby wipes. So I've never done this before, so this is all new to me. Julianne,
Coming.
you want to put these things on the pipe? All right, so we'll go ahead and put, let's see, I think, hold this.
So, any direction here?
Every 10 feet, and then put them a little bit closer down on this end to where you were at earlier, because that's where the pump's going to go.
So it moves. You know that?
Yeah, they're going to slide. Yeah, so you can just slide them up and then space them out every 10 feet. But on this end here, you're going to have one here and then one there and then every 10 feet. So basically put them all on and then do,
Space
and
out.
then just walk them up.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it matter which way they go?
I don't guess so.
Which side's the flat side?
Yeah. I noticed they were different too, but I don't know why.
Move out of the way, baby. Move out of the way.
Julie's doing the highly technical work. All got to get done. Let's see. Because this is plastic, I'm not going to try to torque it down too much. So I don't want it to break. But they said plastic was better than the brass. I did buy brass, but he said, the guy at the pump store said the brass was not good to use, so not to use it. So it should be good. Once the glue dries, it should be good. Okay, now we have wires. Oh, camper, 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 camper. What we got here? What we got? All right. So we're using these band clamps. We'll put 2 of those on here. And then hopefully we can get this on there. Huh?
How many is this end?
Just every 10 feet, he said. Should be good.
Oh, and one at the end or 10 feet in from the end?
I guess probably close to the end. All right. That. And the pump guy said to use electrical tape over zip ties because the electrical tape won't let the wires move, whereas zip ties will let them slide up and down, and you don't want that. So we're going to use electrical tape. Maybe. That's probably good enough. We'll space them as we go.
Well, if they're 10 feet apart and it's 100 feet, I only need 10 of them. There's more than 10.
Okay, we'll space them as we need them.
So if we want more, we can put more, but I'm going by 2 of me, like if I could lay down twice before I see the next one.
Yeah, I think that's good. This tape feels kind of rubbery, different than electrical tape. So maybe we'll just tape that, and then we'll use one of these fancy bend clamps. So this is what Julie was putting on, and that just holds the wires in the middle of the pipe. Keeps them from rubbing against the edges, and then we'll maybe have to learn how to use tape. Okay, we'll just tape. And this is the way the wire was when we pulled it up. They just had it taped as they went. So now we have this. So this is what was on there. Cut these off. Here's my stuff is kind of solidified. It's not so easy to pull off anymore.
Is that the original wire?
Yeah. This runs underground into the house, so
Gotcha.
I'm going to use it. There we go. Yeah, so, oh, that's the copper. Okay, that's fine. Because you know I'm going to cut these all the same length. Will you see if there's any wipes inside the truck? Do you think we have any?
Yep, there are.
Alright, so I think it's having fun, huh?
Yeah.
It is muggy up. Okay. You having fun?
Yep.
Okay, so here we're going to put these sleeves over first. All three. Then it's a little bit too long. Move out these crimpers. So that's good. So I think the blacks can go either way. Then this goes over to make it waterproof. Right. When you look on the floorboard, I think there's a low butane lighter that will work for that. Yep.
In the back seat.
In the back seat, but where the trash seat is. What I don't like is there's two blacks and a neutral, and what I don't know is which one would be neutral coming in. I think it's interchangeable, but if it's not, then I'll have to reverse the wires at the panel to make it work, rather than pulling the pump back up. Okay, this one here.
That's cool.
It's kind of fun.
Never saw something like that before.
You gotta be careful that you don't overheat it. But it should tighten right down on the wire.
Let's go. That's cool.
You want to do one? No? It's fun. Camper doesn't have a thumb, so he can't do it. Can taste the water already, honey.
Yeah?
No, not
Fresh
really.
and cold?
Oops. So, I remember when we had our well in Texas, the water was really good. Better than the town water, for sure. Alright, so at this point, we're just going to put all these little things on. Okay, so, and we may have to start dropping it down in because the wire won't reach. The wire will get shorter as we go, so.
Okay.
So I'm going to tape it in the middle and then put a clamp on either side.
Okay. So that's definitely not 10 feet apart. Does it matter?
Yeah, he said to put them a couple close in the beginning.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll get those out of here.
So we're gonna do the other end. Put that gray coupon on here. Okay. So these are fun. So this is what connects it to the house. It's got a little pocket that it slides into, and then the pipe has the connector that this locks into, and then that pipe goes in the house. This goes in the bottom. Okay, and then here is what I didn't know. So you actually have to get a 1-inch threaded piece of pipe and put in there with like and make like a big giant T so you can pull up and dislodge it from the little thing that it hangs on. I don't know the proper terms for this stuff, but it's the little doohickey that it hangs on that you got to pull it off of. And then you just, once you get a hold of the pipe, you can start pulling it up. It is very heavy and it is a 2-person job, maybe a 3-person job, because it's full of water. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the other end with some clamps. Yeah, these clamps are a little bit bigger, but I think they'll still work. Screwdriver. This, okay. Oh, there's a spider in our well. Come here, spider. Hello. You hear him? Hello. So you see that? That's what that little thing hooks into on the other end.
Look at his little head. There's water down there, buddy.
Don't mind me. All right, here goes nothing.
Feed the wire right now, babe.
Okay. Can you set that down and come hold this?
Yep.
It's not heavy if you just kind of grab a hold of it and lean back. I'm on this side. And I'll go quickly as I can. Puppy dog, puppy dog. You okay?
Yeah, my sunglasses are falling off, but I got 'em.
You never thought you'd be doing this, did you?
No. A lot of things I've done in our lifetime I never thought I'd do.
All right, go ahead and let some more down. Put it towards the middle, honey.
Huh?
Put it towards the middle so it'll go down. Just keep going. Keep going. Okay, hold it right there.
You hear it, right? Come on.
I don't really, but I believe you.
What?
Help me line this up. I can't
Okay.
see it with my bifocals.
What am I lining up?
The thing's supposed to go in the pocket.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. That's that. Alright. Hey, you. So, hold that. Just in case.
Dog's got it too.
Huh?
The dog has it too.
Okay. Alright, so this goes here. Actually, let me have a bunch of this.
Yeah.
There you go. I guess this rope's pretty strong that you could technically pull the well up with it, but that other one was kind of rotted.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you think over time in the wet it would get, right?
Well, it's not wet up here, but it was rotted because they didn't have a cover on their well.
From the rain, right?
Yeah. And then this will tighten down on here. Keep it good. Alright, so, alright, that's that. So essentially what I've done is, so I got 110 volts coming in on the black wire. It's going to feed to this side, and then I put a jumper to feed this side. So then both of these will come into the house as 110 volts. So that should work. So that's that. All right, let's go inside. I will. This is kind of nerve-wracking. All right, so moment of truth. Parts we don't need. Okay, we're gonna turn it on. Okay, nothing blew up. I hear noises. Okay, let's check lights and stuff.
Yeah, leave it.
All right, there's a light there. All right.
Yeah, it's working.
Move, doggy. Hey, look at that. We're in business. Yeah, and I'd want to do a smaller shower. I mean, it's a nice shower stall, and it's actually probably in pretty good shape, but it's huge. We need something. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe at the width of the bathroom is like this, and the toilet goes right there, and then the sink, you know, just somewhere else, not right here. All right, let's turn on the water pump.
How do you do that?
And one more breaker.
There's a fire alarm going off.
Oh, it was on. Okay, so. All right, we got nothing. Okay, watch out, pup. Okay, so long story short, we got everything hooked up, got the power running, all the lights, everything in the house works, but the pump is not working. So we're thinking now that the holding tank with the pressure regulator is bad. It looks new because it's been inside the house, but it's probably old. So we're going to go talk to the well guy and see what he says. So maybe we need to change that out. Once that's changed out and that's new, it should work because everything's wired up correctly. So everything should work. So fingers crossed. What I didn't show you the other day was that this pressure switch, get to focus, was bad. So you have your two hot leads coming in here, your two neutrals here. The way I figured out it was bad is I put both neutrals onto one side and then I touched the two hots together. As soon as I did that, the water pump kicked on. So that told me that this was bad. So I just went to Tractor Supply and bought another one, put it on there, everything fired right up. Now we left, turned the power off, and when I got back here today, this basement is full of water. So I suspect the hot water heater has a leak in it. So that would cause that to do that. So yeah, that's no good. But what I'm going to do today is when I turned the water on, several of the faucets wouldn't actually work. And I think there's debris in the line and it clogged everything up. So I took the shower head off and then water just started pouring out. Took the toilet out, put a new one in, water came out of the line once I took the toilet out. So there's a lot of water down here now. There is a drain, so I suspect the drain let some of it come out, but I'm thinking it was raining, but I can't imagine this is all from water leaking in here. That's a lot of water, so unless it's coming up from the ground, I don't know. It's hard to say. Frustrating. But I suspect that it's probably the hot water heater. And what I could do, I don't have the pieces, but I could just bypass these two lines, hook them together, and then that way we just have cold water running through the house and it bypasses this thing altogether. Gosh, a lot of water. It was dry here when I was here yesterday or 2 days ago. Come on, pup. So we have water. Right now it's running off generator power, which powers the pump down in the well, which goes to a pressure tank, and then that pressurizes the water line and goes to the hot water heater, and then from the hot water heater it goes into the house. There's our well. Put a well cap on it to keep critters out. Should be good. I believe the Amish, because they can't use electricity, they mount a motor here that's gasoline powered, and they use that motor to pump the water up is how they do it. So that's what all that stuff is right there. And I think they cut that out because they probably had to replace the line into the house. So that's how that happened to be. So I need to get rid of stuff. But first thing's water. Second thing is over in this area behind this trash heap, we're going to put a giant shed over there, and then that's going to be my solar field right out there in the yard. So I'll get that set up, and then we'll have quiet power, and then we'll decide what we're going to do from there. The house needs so much work, but my thought is to make it 2-story all the way across and have that be a big like room up there where we can put some bunk beds, and then make the downstairs a kitchen, a bathroom, and a living room for now. And then ultimately I think over here we could put a prefab house or something like that over in this area, or maybe even back there. Haven't decided. But I put my solar field right here because the sun goes right here on the southern sky. So if I put my solar field here and my shed there, I'm not going to want my house there. So I probably put my house up over in this area, overlooking down into the woods where our field is. So over here, we got this land cleared. Still got to do some edging, but that's where our garden is going to be. And it is fenced in, so if we don't want to do animals at some point, we can. So that's the idea. The other thing I got to figure out, my trash heap I got to get rid of, is the sewer pipe comes out here, and I got to figure out where it goes to. So I got to figure out where the septic tank is, all that kind of fun stuff. But the nice thing is that we have that, and we don't have to pay for somebody to put it in. It's already here. So my wife read that to get a septic tank put in professionally is anywhere from $25,000 to $32,000, and we have that. So we have that. A well can be, depending on how far it is, can be thousands and thousands of dollars. So we have a well. So the things that we needed was water, we wanted land, and we have land, and a little bit of structures to start with. So we have a barn so we can store stuff in. We're putting a shed in. We do have a house, if you want to call it that. But if I tear off all this siding and do some type of shiplap siding, or even the wooden shingles like in the Northeast, tear out this deck and do a deck all the way around with a nice roof over it. This tree will have to be cut down, and then put maybe a front door right there where that middle window is, and extend the whole second story over. It could be a cute little house. It'd be a small house, but it'd be cute. Like 1,200 square feet. And then ultimately I thought where this tree is, we could do a big addition out the back here for like a master bedroom with a screened in porch off the back, which would be nice. We'll see. But some of the foundation needs to be patched where the bricks are coming loose. Looks like a lot of them are coming loose. They concreted in over on the far side, but under here it looks a little sketchy. So then, you know, then I'm thinking, do I want to put any money into this house or just tear it down and rebuild it? If I tore it down and rebuilt it on the same foundation, that might work out good too. So I don't know. Lots to think about.